Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Caden.
And I'm Luke. Carly and Stephanie had some fun over the Easter holiday.
Here are some Easter egg dyeing tips for next year.
We are going to be sharing with you a few easy and creative ways to dye your eggs. Okay, let's go. After opening the dye kit, we poured the dye into plastic bags and put the eggs in the bags. Then we put the eggs into a separate bag of dye and finally set them out to dry. The next technique was using shaving cream and dye. We just simply mixed the dye into the shaving cream and rolled the egg in the mixture. Next, we tried using rice and dye. We poured the rice into extra bags from our dye kit and put the dye on the rice and shook the egg around in the bag. With the vinegar design, we soaked a paper towel with vinegar and wrapped the egg in it, then dotted the paper towel with dye. So after trying out these 4 different creative ways to dye eggs, we are now going to rate them by how well they worked out. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 because, it wasn't very full coverage and it didn't really turn out like as...
And it stained your hands.
Yes, very.
Ooh!
This one is pretty. I like this
Very
one.
pastel-y.
Yes.
I give it a 4.
I'd say so too, yeah, like a 4 out of 5.
Because it's not very bright, but like...
But it's pretty. It turned out good. I think...
3.5.
I'd say like a 3.
Yes.
3 out of 5. And maybe if we added more dye to the rice, it would have been better.
Or did it for longer.
Right.
That's potentially better. Alright,
pretty generic.
Yeah. Probably 5 out of 5 and how effective it was.
Yeah, it worked pretty well.
Yeah, they're the brightest. Meant for dyeing Easter eggs. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's its job, so. For Highliner News, this is Stephanie Halfarth.
Some people enjoy Easter candy all year round.
Reporter Carly Govan sat down with VCHS's Peep expert and put his taste testing skills to the test.
Well, my favorite Peeps, I would say, are the yellow Peeps. Can't remember exactly what flavor they are per se, but I know that the yellow Peeps are definitely the ones when Easter comes around that I go and buy the box full. Like my wife gets mad because I'll put 4, 5, 6 boxes in the cart after Easter. I can tell it's a Peep. No idea the flavor. It just tastes like sugar. I was thinking this was a pink one. It kind of tastes a little bit like candy cane. There is absolutely no flavor in this one whatsoever. I would say that's a traditional white one with no flavor. Well, this is a ducky. Again, I have no idea what the flavor is. Color-wise, it kind of tastes like the blue ones of old. The light blue more than the dark, but the blue. God, if I had to guess, again, cotton candy would be probably the best, the one I would say that one would be, cotton candy. Last one. Again, that one tastes a lot like cotton candy again. Well, that more birthday cake. It kind of tastes like a birthday cake too. Color-wise, I was going to go with pink on that one too. Okay. Well, this must have been the cotton candy one, right? And then this is one that had no flavor. No? They're all the same flavor. But it was worth it because I got to eat a lot of Peeps.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Carly Govan.
There are different types of awards for all activities, even when you are an athletic director.
Maddie Knight brings you the story.
VCHS Athletic Director Mike Schultz was recently elected EDC Athletic Director of the Year.
There really isn't a criteria, so to speak. What happens is fellow EDC, Eastern Dakota Conference ADs, nominate an AD for AD of the Year, the East Region AD of the Year. And I was nominated, and then it's voted on by the conference the EDC conference ADs vote on it. And I was selected that way. We voted on it about a month ago is when we voted on it. I found out about 2 weeks ago. What we do is it's a recognition of the accomplishments that we've had during the year. And I think this year being pretty unique, I think it's a recognition of not only what we did here at Valley City, myself, but I think it's more the coaches and the athletes buying into what we did and then demonstrating that when we go to other places and play games or compete in speech events or music events, those types of things that we compete at other places with. And I think that's a recognition of what our students are doing and what our coaches are doing. And I think it's a good recognition for them in buying in and the success we've had this year.
For Highlander News, this is Maddie Knight.
After a shortened season and no fans, professional baseball is back.
Reporter Caden Lloyd brings you the scoop.
The MLB kicked its season off last Thursday. Here are some avid MLB fans' bold predictions, and they share why they are excited for baseball to be back.
I am really excited for baseball to start this year. It means that summer is right around the corner, and we finally get fans back at the stadiums, which I have tickets to a few games already. So I'm very much looking forward to just being at the ballpark and taking in the scene like we used to pre-pandemic. Some predictions that I have. Dodgers lose to the Padres in the championship series. And it's the Yankees and the Padres in the World Series. Padres win in 6.
Excited to get back to Target Field because I haven't been in a year, and it's kind of one of the highlights of our summers is getting over there to a couple of doubleheaders, a few games. And then I'm sad because Rosario's gone, so that's gonna, that makes the Twins look a little bit different. And my random prediction is I think Toronto is gonna screw up the AL East in some way, shape, or form because of the Canadian border situation.
I'm excited for the MLB season to start because I just love watching baseball. I love how there's so many new exciting players in the MLB. I think the San Diego Padres are going to win the World Series, and I think Juan Soto is going to be the NL MVP.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Caden Lloyd.
Ever since kindergarten, we are asked what we want to do when we grow up.
Olivia Slider compares elementary kids' answers with the seniors' actual plans.
What do I want to be when I grow up? Well,
I would say I would like to be a guitarist or a musician, and if that doesn't work out, then I would like to be an engineer.
And I'll go to PA school, so it's like a med school, but it's for physician's assistants, and then I'll be going to hopefully like the Twin Cities, St. Paul. They have a good hospital there. I'll be a PA there specialized in obstetrics.
I want to be the valedictorian of our class and become a writer.
After high school, I am going to VCSU, and I will be going into psychiatry.
If I could be anything that I want to be if I grew up, I would want to be an interior designer. And if I couldn't do that, then I'd be a teacher for elementary.
I'll work as an NR EMT throughout college. The end goal is some sort of trauma doctor.
Probably play football or basketball. Maybe a doctor. I hope to become an elementary teacher somewhere around here. A nurse practitioner. I don't even know what that is.
This fall I'll be going to NDSU where I'll be majoring in architecture.
I think probably a dentist.
This summer I'll be working towards getting back my college applications and then moving up to Canada to work on a graphic design career.
Be a photographer like my aunt.
What do you want to do when you grow up, baby?
I have no clue.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Olivia Slider.
There are many unique stores in Valley City.
Let's see what Blush Boutique has to offer Valley City.
We opened Blush in July of 2017. In the 1920s, it actually used to be a women's clothing store that we found out from Wes at the museum. And it used to be a photography studio. I believe Dutton's was here at one time. And it used to be a women's jewelry store, and then a pawn shop at one time. And then I think right before we moved in, it was a music repair store. When I moved to Valley City, I decided that I wanted to open Blush because it seemed like there wasn't really a boutique here, and I wanted somewhere for women to be able to shop. And I thought that this was a great location to open on Central Avenue. We offer women's clothing here in sizes small to 3X. We have candles, we have other accessories, we have sunglasses, jewelry, and we just started carrying some home decor items as well. One of the things that I love most about Blush is all the customers that I've gotten to know over the years and making connections with different people in the community and other business owners that I've gotten to meet over the years in the community.
We are open Monday through Friday, noon to 5, and Saturday 10 to 2, but you can also shop 24/7 at blushoncentral.com.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Highliner News. I'm Luke.
And I'm Caden.